So it's been a while since I've told a story on this YouTube channel, and I can't believe I haven't told this yet. I mean, I did stop uploading for ages. I've started to come back, and I thought, what better time to tell this story? This goes back to when I started uni, which was 2018. So this was like October 2018, I think. And obviously, you know, uni, if you live in the UK, basically everyone just goes there to get absolutely smashed every single night. At least that's what I did. I mean, I'm still kind of doing that, to be honest. But now, this is a story that goes back to like the beginning of uni, right? So there's literally no work at this point, so everyone's just going out and getting absolutely munted every single night. So I go to uni in Bournemouth, right? I'm not going to tell you the exact place this happened at because I don't think that's the best idea. But I go to uni in Bournemouth, right? And there's literally something going on every single night. So it's a Tuesday night, right, that this happened. And that might sound like a bit of a weird day to get drunk, but we had nothing on the next day, so we were like, yeah, let's go for it. So there's 3 people in the story, including me, right? So we're going to call the others. We're going to call one of them Tim. And we're going to call the other one, what are we going to call him? We're going to call him Albert, right? I like that name, Albert. Let's go for it. So Tim, he lives kind of near Bournemouth, right? I mean, I do as well. I'm from Southampton, so I'm only like, what, a half an hour drive away. And Albert is from Spain, right? He's my housemate at the moment, and that's how I met him. So Tim has been out quite a bit in Bournemouth before uni because he lives so close. I mean, I live close as well, but I've never been out there because I just went to Southampton instead. So he's telling us all these places we can go, right? But there's one place which is open on Tuesday, right? It's basically like a normal like pub, but on Tuesday nights it turns into like just a club inside a pub. That sounds really, really weird, but yeah, it's pretty sick to be fair, and I've been going pretty much every week since uni started. But yeah, we're thinking of a place we can go on Tuesday, right? We were going to go out on the Monday, but the problem was I got way too steamy at pre, so we couldn't. So it's now Tuesday evening, right? And we're thinking of things we could do this evening, and Tim says, why don't we go to this place which is open on Tuesday? And of course, we're all up for that, right? We're all alcoholics at this point, and we just want to do something that isn't tragic on a Tuesday evening, right? So we're living in a flat at this point, so we start pre-drinking a little bit. I can't remember how much I had. It was probably like, what, 6 or 7 beers maybe? The other 2 probably around the same. And we ended up hitting Spoons, right? Now, if you don't live in the UK, you won't know what Spoons is, but if you do, of course, you'll know what it is. Spoons is Wetherspoons, right? And there's basically like a load of pubs in the UK. There's thousands probably. They're all different, but they've all got the same like stuff in there, and it's basically a place where students go to get really, really cheap drinks. We ended up hitting there after we pre-drank in the flat a little bit. I can't remember what we had, right? I think it was these like, actually, yeah, I can remember what I had. It was like, I'll put a picture on the screen. They're called hooches, right? They're basically lemon juice, but they're alcoholic. You can get 3 for a £5, and they're actually pretty big. And they do get you steaming after like 5 or 6. So we had a few of those. I didn't have too much, so I didn't want to chunder in the club. Which, looking at the title of this video, you can guess one of us did. So after a few of these, it's about 11 o'clock, right? So we go and head on over to the club, which is about a 5-minute walk, I want to say, because we walk quite fast. It was freezing at this point. It's October and it's in the UK. So we walk over, right? I'm starting to feel the alcohol a little bit. Albert, I think was what we called him. He's Spanish, right? And he says that in Spain, when he goes back for Christmas and that, he gets absolutely steaming, right? He was telling me that in this country where they put like vodka and lemonade together, you put like a little bit of vodka in and you put like all the lemonade on top of it. In Spain, right, I don't know how true this is because I have seen this man yak a couple of times. Apparently they flip them around, right? So as much lemonade as you put in this country, they just put vodka in there and then put a tiny bit of lemonade in. So this man's got a tolerance, alright? And he was alright for the whole night, so I believed him at this point. Ever since then, I have had to carry him home a few times, but oh my god. So me, Tim and Albert head over to the club, right? We got in alright. I was very surprised by that, to be honest, because Tim was starting to feel a bit wavy at this point, if I remember correctly. So we got in, and because it's a Tuesday night, they do really, really cheap drinks, right? I'm talking like £1.50 for a Jaeger bomb. Yeah, that's what we drank the whole night, pretty much. So at this point, I was scared to drink too much, right? I hadn't really drank a lot before uni. I mean, I've been to like 1 or 2 parties here and there. So I was trying to be careful with these £1.50 Jaeger bombs, right? So we started getting rounds in. So one person would buy 3, then the next person would, then the next person would, and we'd all drink 1 at the same time. And it got to the point where I'd had about, I want to say 5 or 6 Jaeger bombs, and that was it. That was it for me, right? I was a lightweight at this point. I still am. So I'm like, alright boys, I'm out. So Albert and Tim keep going, right? They keep going with these Jaeger bombs. They could buy 2 each. And I think they went, I'm not even kidding with you, I think they both had about 20 Jaeger bombs by the end of the night. And keep in mind, these aren't like full-on strong Jaeger bombs. They definitely watered them down with something. Because I do have another story where I drank Jaeger bombs at a different place, like they were at this club, and I just yacked everywhere. If you want to hear that video, then, or that story rather, then leave a like on this. But either way, right, they're like 20 Jaeger bombs deep at this point, and it's probably around, I want to say 1:30, and I think the club ended at 2:30 at this point. So I'm still feeling pretty good, right? I haven't chundered yet. I don't have a headache, which is usually what happens if I drink too much alcohol on a night out. And Tim is very, very messed up at this point, right? And me and Albert are looking at him. And we know what's going to happen, right? So we head to the toilets. And it wasn't good, okay? So we go in there, and obviously you've got the toilets on the wall. I forget what they're called. Urinals, right? You've got those. And then you've got, like, the main toilets, which people only go in if they need to chunder. And Tim heads straight for one of those, right? And I know what's going to happen. He doesn't shut the door completely, right? So I can kind of see his reflection on the wall. And I'm going over to check if he's alright, right? Because I'm not too drunk at this point. I never really was, to be honest. And I could just see this man, right? I felt so bad for him at the time, right? But this man has got his head in his hands. It's over the toilet bowl and he's just chundering. Oh my god. I did feel so bad for him. But at the same time, if you try and slam 20 Jaeger bombs in one night, what's going to happen, you know? The funniest part is he still tries to deny that he chundered, but I'm 100% certain he did. Because why would you have your head over the toilet bowl if you weren't? But anyway, right, this man is an absolute legend. So Tim, he finishes chundering. And he walks out, and I'm expecting the night to be finished now. I'm thinking, right, he's just chundered everywhere. He's not going to want to stay here, so let's probably go home. But no, he heads straight back to the dance floor and carries on. I do not know how he did it. No clue, still to this day. Like, if I chunder, that's it. That's it for me. I'm going to bed, and I'm going to regret it the next morning. But this man, he carries on. And I'm pretty certain he chundered again. So yeah, we stayed there until it ended. Probably about an hour longer after he chundered. I still don't know how it happened. But he was still steaming, right? So we got him home. I made sure he got home alright. Because he lived a floor above us at this point. And me and Albert lived together. So that was pretty easy getting back. So yeah, that's the story of the time my friend chundered his guts up in a club toilet. I did get the idea for this story actually. Because I saw the Snapchat memory of it the other day. Funny night, to be fair. I wish I could go back. I do have another story where I actually chundered in the club and then got kicked out. So if you want to hear that, leave a like on this video. If this video gets at least 10 likes, I'll tell that story tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave this video a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. We're trying to hit 5k. We probably won't though. And yeah, well that's it guys. I will see you in my next video. I'm out. Peace.